I hear it all the time. I can't do Uber because my car is too old. Don't you have to have a 2009 or better to be able to drive Uber? Let me tell you something. You don't really need a newer car. What you need to do is focus on a different app, a different sharing economy app where you can use the car that you have. You don't have to be, you can have an older car and you can still be making money and you're not making all these payments on your car. And the app that I suggest, and which the one that I do, is DoorDash. DoorDash and Postmates. I actually do both. I do Uber uh, and DoorDash, but if I was in a situation where I don't have the car that I want, then or the car that I need, then I would just go ahead and do DoorDash. And basically, you're just instead of picking up people, you're picking up food and delivering. It's like Uber Eats. And that's another thing. Like if you can't do Uber like that, you can do Uber Eats. You can also do exchange leasing or whatever, or Bama leasing, and you can get a car, and it'll make it where you have to make payments on the car. And with Uber Eats, you don't have to have an updated or newer car. You could just use an older car. I think it's like you have to have at least a 2001 or something like that. I'm not exactly sure. I don't do Uber Eats, but I've actually looked up the rules on that. Um, but DoorDash is very easy. Like you just make your deliveries and you get your tips. Simple as that. Very easy. Not a lot of fuss with it. Sometimes you can just go through a drive-through or whatever, and you're straight. Now with Bama leasing, you can get a car for as cheap as I'd say like 150, 140 something a week, but those aren't like the like you can get a newer car, you can get a 2016 and 2017 for that, but those are usually like the ones that other Uber people already have returned. But generally you're looking at like around 160 or something like that, or maybe more. Just depends. But you can also get one from exchange leasing. Um, they're a little bit more expensive, I think, than Bama, but still they'll give you a decent car. Now, if you're gonna get a car, you gotta make sure you think ahead of time. You don't want like you of course want to start with a cheaper car just to know what the market's gonna do, what the market's like in your area. But at the same time, you want one that qualifies for like Uber Black um or an SUV or just like one of the higher up like pay like you can get more money with Uber Black or whatever. You don't want to be stuck with a cheaper car. I mean, like, yeah, you're making cheaper payments, but the people that make the most money, they don't just stick with Uber X. They're doing Uber Black. They're doing other Uber and Uber. I don't know, Uber platforms, whatever you want to call it. But that's all I got for you guys right now. Make sure you subscribe, make sure you comment, leave a like, show me some love, and that's all I got. Thank you for watching.